Alright, now that we have that mapped out as a single polyplane, we're going to be looking at the other one. So map 3. This one is done, so I'm going to make a new one called complete. Okay, and I'll stick that on complete. Okay, these, I'm going to hop into a side view, hit F. Now what I'm going to do is just rotate these a little bit. And I want to rotate them flat. So I'll modify center pivot, rotate them flat. I'm also going to take and mesh separate, highlight this one, mesh combine it, mesh combine it, and mesh combine. And the reason I want to do that is because these are going to look just a little bit staged. So what I'm going to do is rotate these around a little bit. There we go. So now I have total random value. Alright, let's hop into my top view. View, camera settings, resolution gate. Okay, same drill as before, but this time I'm going to try to stick this down further onto the map. So right about here. Also, I have to adjust this because it's going to be a really small file. So I'm going to make a 4096 at first and then reduce it down into Photoshop. That way I can sharpen it at higher values. Alright, this is going to take a second to render. Alright, let's put this on my other monitor, and here we have this. I'm going to view real size, and if you page down, I'll just put it in Photoshop, save image, TIFF 16, Barb Wire text, save. Okay, let's open that in Photoshop and do some editing. As you can see, this map contains a lot more value. You can see it. I'm going to filter, sharpen, smart sharpen. Sharpen that up. Hit OK. I could do that with the alpha too. Hit OK. Then I'm going to reduce it down to 2048. Hit OK to that. Well, let me do that one more time. Yeah, that's right. Also, I want to get this alpha completely at the bottom. That way I can use the rest of the map for the posts. This is how I do that. I'll marquee select just the alpha and go image crop. And then I'll go image canvas size. Click this arrow, copy this and paste it here. Essentially what I did is I shoved all the information, the alpha and everything, towards the bottom of the screen. That way I can dress up this area with some kind of metal if I wanted to, which I will in the next video, but for right now let's see if this map works. Let's save as Targa, barbed wire texture, alpha channel, 32-bit pixels, back to Maya, back to my perspective view, need another polyplane out here. Again, I'm going to take that polyplane and reduce it down to the lowest geometry. Jump into 7, or my top view, sorry. Just using the geometry itself to size up the the barbed wire itself to size up the geometry. About right there. Window, rendering editor's hypershade. Bring my hypershade window over. Get that map. Bring it over here. Create a new Lambert for it. Double click it. Middle mouse button, click and drag it over to default. Okay, so that's Lambert 3. There it is. You can see the barbed wire there. It's not lined up correctly though, so what I'm going to have to do is go into Window, UV Texture Editor, and you can see that that barbed wire is way here at the bottom. So I'm just going to take my UVs and narrow it down to just where the barbed wire is. Now I sort of want a one-on-one for this so that everything lines up on my model. So here's my geometry and here's my alpha. What I have to do is adjust my alpha to match my geometry. Again, this is a lot of just playing around with the UVs until everything lines up in the top view. In this case, I'll just move that one up. That one like this. And it looks like I got the spacing down pat. Once I have the spacing down pat, I can now move this up. Because technically, I can move this piece of geometry anywhere I want. Okay, so there is that piece. In the next video, we're going to look at putting this back together with the other pieces.